Okay, well, now tell us. We don't have a guest, so I only come here for the surprise guests.
Let's bring a surprise guest out of the audience.
That would be a super special kind of Harmontown live podcast fan. The person that's like, I only come to this fucking thing because every once in a while Judd Apatow comes out.
I was going to say Judd Apatow.
And they're like,
God
damn it, that's 90 in a row.
Yeah.
God damn it, these fuckers.
I was going to say Judd Apatow, sir. Should we bring somebody up? Should we try to?
No, well, first I want to talk to Spencer about his surgery.
Oh, yeah. Your hip is okay, or what's happening?
I think so. I don't know. I got surgered. It was okay.
Oh man, surgery talk.
Can we get a drop
Dan,
of that?
Can you take this seriously for a moment?
My man got his hip cut open.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a mess.
Hope you got what?
Sorry, I wanted to do the low one.
Hope you got what?
What's the low one? Is that
You
low?
want it to be more male.
Oh well. No. You
Okay,
all right.
That's a hat and a hat.
Surgery.
All right, yeah. Nope. That's a hat and a hat. Sorry.
What's a hat and a hat?
A hat and a hat. That's
This is called a hat.
a hat on a hat. Yo,
I'm a hat on a hat. Yo, what you think about that? Comedic spin on top of spin. Nothing ironic here. Ask him. Yo, someone starts to do something weird. Then something else is weirdness is beard. So you got weird with a beard. And that's double weird. And that's just confusing. Yo, sometimes they call it a sock barrel in some different kinds of writer rooms. It's an unnecessary connection. It confuses people. Like if your character's name is if your character has cancer, and then he's talking about the zodiac, and then he's like, I'm a Cancer, and then people are like, is that supposed to be a joke or what? And they're like, you got to change it to Capricorn. Because otherwise that's what they call a sock barrel. But
comedically, we call it spin on top of spin usually. Like if you're doing a hilarious Star Wars spoof. What are you doing? What are you hitting? Come on, just let Spencer talk about his surgery. That's the point. That's spin on top of spin. I'm being the asshole. I'm interrupting his surgery talk with like being a goof guy on the thing, and then you're like,
I hit the gas pedal.
That's not a gas. Well, that's two gas pedals then.
That could be really funny.
I don't know, or maybe if someone's already got their foot on the gas, then the pedal that you're hitting is the brake. Is another way of looking at it. Spin on top of spin, hat on a hat.
Sock barrel.
Sock barrel.
What do you call it when Jeff's doing that and then someone makes the lights all funky and crazy?
That is what is that?
He hates it. He hates it.
It's pretty funny.
He's so mad.
I'm mad. I must have resting mad face because I am fucking bored. All right, so I'm fantasizing about an iPad game.
Why is our show 2 hours? I keep looking at the clock. And
I don't know.
We have 300 hours to go.
I don't know. I mean,
the show is so long.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
who else has a 2 hour podcast? Anybody?
Paul, what's his name? P. Holmes has like a 5 hour podcast.
Yeah, but he's crazy.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so your surgery.
Yeah, so I don't know. So yeah, I was gonna like my mom wanted to be involved, and you need someone who you care about. No, that's not a prerequisite. You need someone that you trust to. to get you home from the thing because you can't, and then they're supposed to watch you for 24 hours apparently, but you can't just like call an Uber or a taxi apparently because like if you die, like if you start dying in a taxi, I guess they'll dump you out or something. I don't know what the thinking is there, but so
it's like if your cat starts puking on the carpet.
Yeah,
and they're like, no, you just lift it.
When my cat starts puking on the carpet, I try and stuff like a shirt under there, and then she starts freaking out and running away, and I'm like, no, you stay here and barf like a good boy.
So you went under general anesthesia, and you have to have somebody take you home.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to drive myself home, but Lyft is like a thing now. It seems very easy to get someone. Whatever.
I
guess they could mug you.
When I went under, there was a whole rigmarole there that I didn't expect to be so. Because I was like, I just want to take a car, and they're like, well, we have a car service that we can provide, but it blah 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 and all this stuff. And it started to get so insulting that I was like, yeah, fine. Like what? Like because I always perceive that as like people trying to act like I'm. Like they're like, well, that's going to cost you money, and I always have the opposite reaction I should have, which is like I get mad and want to throw money at them to prove that I'm like, you thought I was a Clampett, but I'm a Beverly hillbilly.
It's got to be like a liability thing, right? Which is always the worst reason for things to happen.
You did take a Lyft home from the...
No. So I got my mom. She was gonna come over and take me there. And so I was like, okay, so be at my house at noon, and then we could drive over and be there at 1 or whatever. And then so like I like was taking a nap because I was getting nervous, and I was like, I don't want to be conscious anymore. This thinking about stuff is a bad idea. And so I took a nap, and then I woke up, and my mom like sent me a text at like 11:55 saying like, all right, I'm on my way. And she lives like an hour away. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And then so I call her up. I'm like, well, how far are you? And she's like, oh, I'll be there by 1, right? And I was like, no, we got to be there at 1. And then I start freaking out. And then she's like, okay, I'm sorry. And then I had to get a lift over there. And then she met me there. And then we were kind of late, but it ended up being fine. I thought like the surgery was going to start like shortly after 1, but then we had to wait for 2 hours for it to start. And I was like, well, Jesus Christ. And then I started getting like less ready. Like I was like, if it's 2 hours, I'm not gonna stand for this. Like this sucks. And I was just getting really nervous and stuff. And then finally they took me in, and, they did normal stuff. The anesthesia guy came by, and he was like, are you ready? And I was like, I guess. And he was like, you guess? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess. I've been waiting for like 2 hours, and I started to like psych myself out. And he's like, well, usually people are always mad at the anesthesia guy. Save an earful for your doctor. And I'm thinking like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? And then my mom like senses this tension or whatever. And then she's like, are you ready? And the guy's like, I guess. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is totally unearned. He has this chip in his shoulder because like apparently he feels like he takes a lot of lip from nervous patients who are about to get cut the fuck open and killed and brought back to life. It's like the anesthetics like the highest paying job in the hospital, right? Like he could fucking take a knee for this. Like, Jesus Christ, count your money. But it really pissed me off. Like it put me in a terrible mood. And then like the doctor came by, and I was like, well, this guy's doing just fine. Like I don't want to yell at this guy. Not that I was yelling. Like I was really just being nervous and explaining that I was nervous, and the guy took it as an insult. Anyway, they rolled me into the operation room, and then the fucking anesthetic guy, I see him start to adjust a drip, like my IV drip and stuff, and then he puts the thing over your face, and he's like, this is just oxygen, just breathe normal. And then I'm like fucking out, and like the whole time before I'm out, I'm like, I don't think this is just oxygen. I think he's applied an anesthetic without telling me, and I think I'm just going to lose consciousness randomly. That's exactly what happened, and it sucked. And then I came back up, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? That wasn't just oxygen. That fucking asshole. I don't know if he was like he was like punishing me, like he was being a dick because like he thought I was mad. Anyway, I come to, and it's fine, and I'm in pain, and it's fine. It's like not that bad. It's always surprising at how like not bad. I don't know. Anyway, I was pretty woozy, and I threw up, and then I was like, I think I'm gonna throw up again. And they rolled me in a wheelchair over to the thing, and I had to get myself over to the toilet, like to throw up properly. And they were like, hey, you just projectile vomited from your wheelchair all the way into that toilet. That's impressive. And I was like, hell yeah. And I explained to the nurse that I'm actually really good at throwing up because when I used to smoke pot all the time, it would sometimes make you throw up, and I smoked pot in my car, so I'd have to learn how to throw up while I was driving. Oh boy. I became really good at throwing up is the long and short of it. I could throw up into my mouth and then fling it out of the car like a catapult to kind of get it to clear the side of my car so it's not splattering all over the side of my car. And I was telling this all to the
said,
nurse.
this is a, I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm just letting you know I'm not married.
Right. Panties were dropping. And, yeah, so we went home, and I wasn't feeling great, and I was just shaky. Our whole family, because has issues with anesthetic, so it wasn't great. They gave me Percocet because I had bad reaction to Vicodin, and the Percocet, I wasn't feeling it at all, other than it just made me feel like I was like dizzy and losing my fucking mind. And so I kind of weaned myself off of that and just was taking Motrin, and that, like, I don't know. The pain was a lot better than I expected to, and I had to be on crutches for a while until Friday, and then they said I didn't have to be on crutches. But like, it kept being like I would wake up in the middle of the night or my cat started vomiting, and I would just react to the situation and not use my crutches, and I would be like, oh shit, I'm walking, this is nuts. And then I would like realize I probably shouldn't be walking and stop. But like, it didn't feel bad or anything. So now I'm walking around. It's great. It's the worst thing is just you have to ice yourself, and then you have to like lay in bed all this time, and I was like losing my fucking mind. I've been going through some dark times, having like absolutely nothing to do with like the pain I was in. Just like, I'm like, nobody likes me, I want to shoot myself in the dick. Speaking of my dick, one of the things that the doctor told me way too late in the process was like, your penis might be numb for a few weeks.
What?
And I was like, wait, this is not part of the deal.
I'd be like, I'll see you on the ice.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, sure, buddy. You try and stop me.
Yeah.
Why was your penis a casualty of that surgery?
I think just the anesthetic guy.
Okay.
No,
He just, I guess Tony put in a request for
the limp.
Was he right? Did you have a numb penis?
Yeah, it's been disturbing. I think I have a back, but it's not. I'm not. That was very unnerving out of everything. But the idea is they get into your hip joint, right? So they put a post between your legs, and then they get you up on the thing, and then they put like a handcuffs around your ankle, and then they just like pull your leg really, really hard for the entire duration of the surgery. So it's mashing into your groin, and then it's like the handcuffs are on your ankle. So you have like, I had pretty sharp pains in both of those areas from the surgery, because it's just like you're being stretched as if on a rack for like 2 hours while they're doing the surgery. And so that wasn't great. But yeah, Percocet was suck.
They can't put like velvet on those cuffs. I mean,
well, yeah, or like they can't like move my dick out of the way. Like, what the fuck? It seems like there's plenty of groin to go around. Like, there's ways they could put a hole in it or something. I don't know. There's ways around this stuff, I'm sure. I mean, I guess they're doctors. But that's been my experience. I'm finally, every day, like after the surgery, I felt like very noticeably better and more mobile and more capable of moving around. Like, to the point, like I was a bit shaky even yesterday when I have weight on my left leg, and now I can walk pretty. It kind of hurts to walk without looking stupid, but if I want, I can kind of walk mostly normal without looking like, a person with a limp or anything. And so it was just weird. I just felt like they were very businessy about it, and it's like, well, come on, man, I'm freaking out over here.
Yeah, we don't heal people. We just how's that saying?
We cut the bad stuff out.
We're not healer. We don't have healers. Wait, what is it? Something I don't know.
There's no
That's
clerics.
The medical business isn't about it's like an engineering thing. It's like science, It's not there's no healing to it. Which if you it's thank God there's science involved for sure. But
yeah.
But it's also like a sick person is obviously like they have two things wrong with them minimum. The thing that's wrong with them, and then the fact that things being wrong with you is like scary. And we treat it like taking your car in, like, oh, we have this replacement part. Do you have insurance and all this stuff? And it's like people are getting traumatized by the experience of being treated like a car.
Right. They're also very cagey about telling me the price of things. Like, I had to agree and set the schedule of the surgery, and then agree that if I changed the date of the surgery, I'd pay $400 before they would tell me the price. And that's got to be like one of the only places that happens where you don't know like what you're paying before you agree to have paid it already. It was just a very weird experience. It really set everything up to be pissed off in myself.
Do you have insurance or?
Yeah, but I don't know how any of that shit works. That's something they should teach in schools, like how insurance is supposed to fucking work. Because people are like, oh, your premiums, your out of pocket, your maximum deductible. It's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Insurance is another thing, exactly like rating systems. That once it becomes institutionalized, it loses all it just doesn't make any sense anymore.
Just play around it.
If a cop can pull you over and like put you in jail for not having insurance, then it's not insurance anymore. Now it's part of what allows you to drive a car. It's like a driver's license 2 first blood part 3. like and I understand, I'm not so much of a hippie that I'm like, we don't need insurance and we shouldn't be encouraged to have it. Someone explained that to me, that if I hit someone in a car that doesn't have insurance, they're fucking me over, I guess. But I don't know, man. It's like people talk about that like it's like the most common sense in the world. I'm like, no, we're through the looking glass. It may be common sense through the looking glass, but isn't there a more common form of sense where you don't have to go through the looking glass, where it's like you're just normal people? Like, there's got to be a system we can figure out, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is that they take advantage of the fact there is insurance. So the people are like, oh, you got to go into insurance. And the insurance is like, I don't know, talk to the doctor. And the doctor's like, I don't know, the medical company says the bag costs $600. And it's like, all of you are lying.
If what everyone is paying for is like some weird bet that you might not get sick, then why does the end result of it always still that like rich people are more allowed to get sick than poor people? If that's the case, can't we just make a system where
it's called Medicare for all, right?
Like where you just go, oh, you can't have
that would
any
get a bigger pop.
like.
It got a groundswell.
Yeah.
It seems like the answer. It seems like any answer to that question, like why don't we do it this way? The answer is because that would be horrific immediately, which is a good. You know what I mean? Like even like
I think it is horrific.
Even conservative, like hardcore capitalist, anti-socialist healthcare people, I believe would not. They would take one look at a system that was absolute draconian, like private healthcare system where like. Your kid had a cold and you go into a hospital and it's like a McDonald's menu, like cold $500, like the and all the permutations of that system, like the rich would also go, oh no, we can't have that.
Right. Well, I mean, I think that is something people are doing, is just, can I pay out of insurance? What's your day rate as a doctor? And then those prices are actually, it depends on the thing, obviously. And I don't think really bad things it's good for. But I think that's something that has worked for people, which obviously you shouldn't go a complete capitalist enterprise, but skipping the insurance entirely and just paying the doctor what the doctor needs to order the tools and stuff, I think actually does help, because it's not, again, like 3 layers of middlemen all fucking you.
It just kind of feels like the whole healthcare thing was invented to make one of the most important things in the world as boring sounding as possible.
I think, yeah.
Where it's like it sounds like, well, why do I feel like I'm 14 and we're talking about Nicaraguan freedom fighters, like with Peter Jennings, why is my brain turning off when what we're really talking about is, if you're poor, do you have a right to live as long as a rich person? Because that's an exciting conversation. Right. That's some Star Wars shit. Like
they want to obfuscate it.
It's like, but it almost seems like everyone wants to, everyone wants to make it complicated but like, yeah. Anyways, okay, so that's that part of the show.